Former Never Trumper presidential candidate Evan McMullin calls President Trump a domestic enemy. In his latest attempt to be relevant and be recognized on the national scene, Evan McMullin is throwing a temper tantrum, and he did it this time via Twitter and on CNN. He actually encouraged those within the intelligence community to defy the president and his orders, stating that many of those that he knows, that he talked to, because I think he was an intern at the CIA or something, are saying that they're very hesitant to give the president briefing because they're worried about his friendship or his bromance with Vladimir Putin, that would be. You know what's so funny about this? First of all, Evan, I'm surprised he even knows that we ever had a problem with the Russians, considering during his short adult life, he only dealt with news issues with jihadists and Islamic extremists. The Russian issue was already put to bed, and yet he has joined the chorus of liberals and mainstream media folks screaming that the Russians are our number one enemy, which I find to be very funny because as much as I remember, it was always the Democrats who wanted to try to reset the friendship. Remember the mishap of Hillary Clinton when she was Secretary of State? Unfortunately, handing a button over to the ambassador from Russia where it mistook and actually ended up insulting him. Instead of having a reset button, it ended up being an insulting button. Not to mention, she was also a part of a group that sold, 20% of uranium-1 to the Russians, giving them 20% access to all of the uranium around the world. So if anybody's been getting cozy with the Russians over the past years, it's been those that have been members of the Democrat Party and their leadership. And yet, here you go. Here comes the mainstream media trying to discredit President Trump, saying no, he's not getting all of the information right now, and security officials are afraid to give him full security briefings. Well, obviously, he knows something that they don't, because all of these folks, these international leaders that the mainstream media claims to be absolutely hateful and despise President Trump and scared of him, once they meet with him, seem to have a pretty good relationship and pretty good conversation. Look at the latest deals we've had with Japan, where they're already promising to bring jobs over to the United States from Japanese countries. Justin Trudeau, Prime Minister of Canada, who had even gone on Twitter ranting about our president, when he met with them, they looked to be pretty chummy. So maybe we let the president know all of our information, and whether you're going to consider these spies to be someone you trust, the president is the one that the people trust.